Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to take a break and featuring bonsals or trifasciatas. And we are going to feature a Sansevieria hybrid that came from Indonesia. And this particular hybrid was bred by Perma C. I'll include that name on the side of the content so you would know how to spell the breeder's name. And this particular hybrid is a combination or is a pollination of two species, namely robusta species and subspicata species, hence its appearance, which is very dark green in color, and also its characteristics from its parents, robusta species, which makes it fan shape in form or disticus manner. That means the leaves are growing left and right, and they're symmetrical to each other, forming a fan shaped form. And also it's having a stem-like structure like the robusta species. If you are going to peel off these leaves on the bottom portion of this specimen, you would see that there is a stem-like structure on the middle part which holds the topmost portion of the leaves, so that it could keep stacking. The leaves would keep growing in a stacking form, and then at times it would be having a heavy top, thus having deformities, or it will start to uh, twist itself to better support its position. And that is one of the characteristics of the robusta species. Now, for the subspicata species, what happened is, if you are familiar with robusta, they are fan shaped, like I said, they are stem like, but the leaves are very chunky and not flat. So this particular hybrid got its other form, or the combination, from the other species, subspicata. For people who are familiar with subspicata, they are blade-like Sansevierias, or in most cases, sometimes they can be spoon-like in structure, but they are having flat leaves. So that is one of the other characteristics that it got from its other parent, which instead of having chunky leaves from robustas, it has flat leaves that are growing fan-shaped form. The tip of the leaf is also a combination of robusta and subspicata. As subspicata leaves, you wouldn't have this tip, so it is a combination of the tip of robusta and subspicata. The tips are not brittle, they're hard, actually not hard but flexible, sharp, but if you try to touch it, it wouldn't hurt your fingers because it is very flexible, and it's not brittle that it will break when touched, like the other species of Sansevierias, like trifasciatas. So the leaf tips, they are sturdy, they are flexible, although they are pointy, but they are not they cannot puncture the human skin. So with the exception of the eyes, of course, because if you have accidentally move your face closer to this plant and then you get your eyes poked, then you still can have your eyes damaged from the tips of this hybrid. Alright, so I guess that those are the characteristics that I can share regarding the hybrid Chelomita. I'm not sure if I already mentioned the name of the hybrid, but this hybrid was bred by Perma C, and he named it, and it was named Chelomita And then the parentage is are two Sansevieria species, namely robusta crossed with subspicata. All right, so this is the full appearance of the plant. I back up a little bit so you can see how large this plant is. This is not a small plant, folks. So I guess I can get the 24-inch ruler for you so we can take measurements. So there you go. It can move back a bit, and this plant would be at 15 inches tall. That's the plant as a whole. If you measure it from tip to tip to get the whole span of the leaf, or sorry, the whole span of the plant, I'll put this 24-inch ruler uh, on the pot so you can see how wide the plant is. All right, so there you go. That's the 24-inch ruler, and that's how wide the span of the plant from side to side. So I would say it is uh, at 2 feet from the side to side, and then the height would be at 15 or 16 uh, inches. So that's not final yet because this specimen is still stacking up, so it will still keep on growing. I'm not sure how tall it will be, but in the future, I might be able to give you an update. It's a stacking type, so I wouldn't count on just having it pegged at 16 inches for the height, or 15 or 16 inches for the whole as a whole for the height of the specimen. So I wouldn't count on that since it's still it keeps on growing and it keeps on stacking itself. So it might grow a little bit taller than 15 inches. So this is not a small plant, folks. So for those who are interested to get one, I suggest you get one right now. You get a pot uh, that is coming directly from the rhizome of a Chelomita, because if you purchase a Chelomita from leaf propagation, folks, it would take you, and believe me if I say this, it will take you about 3 years to grow Chelomita to this size. So my advice for people who want to take care of Chelomita, Chelomita is a large hybrid, so get one from get one that is a rhizome grown Chelomita. So I can show you how the pups would start. So that's one of the pup there that is growing. There is another one here beneath the leaves. That's another pup. And for this specimen, I want it to grow further, so I keep on removing pups from it, so it would have nutrients for itself and not feed off or feed the nutrients that it gets to its newly grown pups. So this is one of the largest telometas that I have. So I mentioned that the length from tip to tip is almost 2 feet, and the height of it is 16 inches. So there. Actually, I can't see my other tool to measure the leaf width, but we can make do with the 12-inch ruler. And let's try and measure one of the leaves. So the leaves would be around 2 inches wide for each Chelomita leaves. So that's 2 inches. The leaf width is uniformly same size all throughout its form. So leaf width is 2 inches on all leaves of Chelomita. I have actually a smaller size here that I'm also growing. So it's also, folks, it's also kind of hard to make them grow symmetrically. This is also one of the Chelomita pups that I am growing separately. I have sold some of them, but this one I'm keeping to myself because I wanted to grow a symmetrical specimen of Chelomita. So this one has no pups. That's good news for me. That one right there keeps on popping. So this one though, I think it will keep on growing for me. So let's also measure this other specimen of Chelomita. So there you go. Also, at leaf width is at 2 inches. Even this the new ones, the older leaves, the shorter ones, when it grew as a pup, it's also at about 2 inches for the leaf width. So there we go. So we have measured uh, everything that we can. Leaf the plant height as of current, the leaf span from tip to tip. I'm also showing you a separate specimen that I'm growing, and some tips: don't buy a Chelomita that is leaf propagated because it will take you about 3 years to grow them to this extent. If you purchase though Chelomita directly from the rhizome grown, which is about 3/4 the size of the mother plant or the mother specimen, that would give you a boost on growth, and it wouldn't take you as much as 3 years to grow them to these sizes. So, folks, I guess this is it for this content. If you have any questions or clarifications, feel free to comment on the episode below. And if this was helpful for you, if the content was helpful for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, everyone.